Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us.
Hey guys, so there are some training issues that we need to discuss, some different things that we've been missing and we want to really get back on track with, especially with our food costs being so high as it was last month. So the first thing is sauces. In case you haven't taken the product description test lately, we have actually some required sauces that we do for each size of nuggets and strips. So if you're getting anything below an 8 count or less, you get 1 sauce. Our guests are a little bit trained to get 2, but we should always hand them 1. If they request an additional 1, that's fine, but we don't want to be handing 2 sauces or 3 sauces out every time we hand out sauces. If it's 12 count or 4 strips, they can have 2 automatically. So make sure you're giving out 1. If they ask for an additional sauce, that's fine. But we don't want to be handing out 2 and 3 at a time when they ask for sauce. The other food cost issue that we have is our ice cream. So there's going to be a sign placed underneath the front counter ice cream machine that's going to have the weight and the actual size. What we always go by is the weight, not what it looks like. But the way it looks determines the size of the weight. So they work hand in hand, but the ultimate factor is how much does it weigh. There's a scale beside both ice cream machines, so it's important that you follow that every single time. If you overdo it, we're throwing that away and giving them the right size, because what's happening is our guests are expecting a larger ice cream cone when they've been getting it wrong for so long. It's going to take some time for guests to understand that yes, this is accurate. Please feel free to let the guests know if they start to question the size of their ice cream that we go by weight, and that's important because our food cost has been high. We want to educate them, and it may sting a little bit at first because we've been doing it wrong. Just apologize and let them know that you didn't mean, we haven't meant to do this, but this is just something that's happened and we're really going to crack down on it now. We're spending about $800 over budget every month on our ice cream. That means $800 is going to waste of desserts, the majority of it being ice cream. So we don't want that to happen. You wouldn't want $800 taken out of your paycheck each month for something that you could have prevented. So we want to make sure that we're getting on this and really cracking down. So you may find that leaders are going to be more particular about it, weighing every single cone every single time, and the cups as well. Over beside the drive-thru, we have another sign, so it's easy to see on both ends. So I think that's pretty much what I wanted to cover today. Oh, sorry. And then we also have a certain amount of questions that we want to ask every transaction, every guest. So when a guest comes up, you want to make sure that you, what's wrong?
Are you good?
Okay. You want to make sure that when a guest comes up, you ask how you can serve them. And then from there, you want to always ask, would you like to make that a large? It doesn't have to be upsized or make a big meal. Just, would you like to make that a large? Every single guest, every time. Those little tiny increments of upselling will end up adding to your score and your numbers. So it's a benefit for you and for our store. So make sure you ask every time. If they order a nuggets or a strip meal, you always want to go with the highest. They say, I'd like a number 5. Yes, would you like to make that a 12 count? It's never, would you like to make that 8 count? For the kids' meal, don't ask if they want a 4 count. It's always a 6 count. And for the strips, you want to go with the largest, the 4 versus the 3. They can say no, and that's fine, but we just want to make sure that we're always trying to increase our sales, even just by a little bit each transaction. And then you want to ask for sauces and be sure to repeat back every single order. This will help our order accuracy, and our guests will get everything they need at once versus having to come back to the counter and get some things they didn't get before. So I hope this is informative and you take this and start using it, and we as leaders are going to be double checking behind to make sure everything is going the way we asked you to do it. All right, thank you.